The year is 2008, a period marked by growing instability in global financial markets. Early indicators of an impending crisis began to surface across various economic sectors. News headlines reflected the increasing uncertainty and anxiety surrounding the financial system. These initial signs foreshadowed a significant downturn that would soon impact economies worldwide. Financial news outlets are reporting on growing instability in financial institutions. These reports highlight potential risks within the banking and investment sectors. A significant area of concern is the current state and future prospects of the housing market. News anchors are conveying these concerns to the public, impacting market sentiment. The American dream is often symbolized by idyllic suburban neighborhoods. These neighborhoods represent a vision of prosperity and home ownership. The expansion of mortgage credit has played a significant role in realizing this dream for many. Mortgage credit allows individuals to finance the purchase of homes. The availability of credit has facilitated the growth of suburban communities. These communities embody the aspirations associated with the American dream. Real estate agents play a key role in facilitating home buying. They assist clients in navigating the complexities of property transactions. Mortgage lending is a critical component of the real estate market. Agents connect buyers with lenders to secure financing for home purchases. Mortgage loan issuance increased significantly, including subprime mortgages. Subprime mortgages were often issued to borrowers with lower credit ratings. These loans carried a higher risk of default compared to traditional mortgages. Risk assessment practices were inadequate during the origination of these loans. Insufficient risk assessment contributed to the proliferation of subprime mortgages. The increase in poorly assessed subprime mortgages laid the groundwork for a financial crisis. Housing prices are visualized using animated charts to show market trends. The animation depicts a rapid and continuous increase in housing values. This creates a perception of unending appreciation in home values. Such visualizations can influence buyer expectations and market behavior. Mortgage-backed securities and derivatives are complex financial instruments. These instruments are often traded by financial institutions. Increased profits from these securities are being discussed. The discussion takes place among bankers. The setting is inside a bank during the daytime. Mortgage securitization is a financial process where individual mortgages are pooled together. These pooled mortgages are then transformed into mortgage-backed securities, MBS. These securities are sold to investors in the secondary market. This process transfers the risk from the original lender to the investors. Securitization increases liquidity in the mortgage market. It allows lenders to issue more mortgages, promoting homeownership. Mortgage-backed securities, MBS, and collateralized debt obligations, CDOs, are complex financial instruments. MBS are created by bundling together a large number of individual mortgages. These mortgages are then sold to investors as securities. CDOs are similar to MBS, but include a wider range of debt obligations, not just mortgages. CDOs are divided into tranches, each with a different level of risk and return. The creation and trading of MBS and CDOs played a significant role in the 2008 financial crisis. Credit rating agencies evaluate the creditworthiness of financial instruments. However, agencies sometimes assign inflated ratings. This practice involves assigning higher ratings than warranted by the actual risk. Inflated ratings can occur with complex financial products. These ratings mask the true underlying risks associated with these products. This can mislead investors and market participants. Derivatives and mortgage-backed securities, MBS, are complex financial instruments traded by investment banks. Derivatives derive their value from an underlying asset, such as stocks, bonds, or commodities. Mortgage-backed securities, MBS, are a type of asset-backed security. MBS are secured by a pool of mortgages. Trading these instruments can generate significant profits for investment banks. Executives closely monitor the profits derived from derivatives and MBS trading activities. Lehman Brothers executives convened to address the firm's financial status. The discussion centers on the company's increasing involvement with high-risk assets. These assets pose a potential threat to the stability of the firm. The executives are evaluating strategies to mitigate the risks associated with these investments. The meeting's outcome will significantly impact Lehman Brothers' future financial decisions. News reports surface regarding the imminent collapse of Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers was a major global financial services firm. The firm's difficulties stemmed from its involvement in mortgage-backed securities. The announcement of its potential failure triggered widespread panic in financial markets. Investors feared a systemic risk within the entire financial system. This event marked a critical turning point in the 2008 financial crisis. Lehman Brothers was a global financial services firm founded in 1850. The firm filed for bankruptcy in 2008, marking a pivotal moment in the financial crisis. Employees were seen leaving headquarters with personal belongings. The bankruptcy triggered widespread panic in financial markets. It led to a significant loss of jobs and investments. The event highlighted the interconnectedness and fragility of the global financial system. Global stock exchanges are experiencing a sharp decline in asset values. This downturn is characterized by a free fall, indicating a rapid and uncontrolled drop. The primary driver of this phenomenon is widespread panic among investors. Fueled by fear and uncertainty, investors are engaging in mass sell-offs of their assets. This selling pressure further exacerbates the decline, creating a negative feedback loop. The result is a significant and potentially destabilizing event for financial markets worldwide. The global financial crisis originated in the United States. It quickly cascaded across international borders. The crisis significantly impacted European economies. Financial systems in Asia also experienced considerable strain. The interconnectedness of global markets facilitated the rapid transmission of the crisis. This illustrates the vulnerability of the global economy to localized financial shocks. Bank failures in Europe are intensifying the global financial crisis. These failures can trigger a domino effect across the interconnected European banking system. The crisis erodes investor confidence and increases market volatility. European governments and central banks face pressure to intervene with bailout measures. Such interventions aim to stabilize the financial system and prevent further collapse. However, these actions can also increase national debt and create long-term economic challenges. Decreased demand for products can lead to a reduction in factory output. Factories may face difficulties in obtaining credit to sustain operations. The combination of decreased demand and limited credit can force factories to close. Factory closures result in job losses and increased unemployment rates. Economic crises often lead to increased unemployment rates. Unemployment lines symbolize the struggle individuals face when seeking work. These lines represent a visible manifestation of economic hardship. Increased unemployment can lead to financial instability for families. The length of unemployment lines can reflect the severity of an economic downturn. Public protests are taking place in outdoor settings. These protests are directed against banks and financial institutions. The institutions are being blamed for a crisis. The protests reflect public anger and dissatisfaction. The demonstrations are occurring during the daytime. The public holds financial entities accountable for economic hardship. Governments worldwide are implementing substantial financial interventions. These interventions often involve trillion-dollar rescue packages. The primary aim is to stabilize failing banks and prevent systemic collapse. These measures represent significant government involvement in the financial sector. The U.S. Congress is engaged in a debate. The debate concerns the merits of bailout packages. A key point of contention is the too big to fail doctrine. Congress is weighing the implications of this doctrine in financial policy. Global economic stabilization requires coordinated international action. This involves collaborative efforts among various nations. The goal is to mitigate economic downturns and promote sustainable growth. Global leaders are convening to discuss strategies for achieving this stability. These strategies may include fiscal and monetary policy coordination. The discussions aim to foster a more resilient and balanced global economy. Institutions considered too big to fail are those whose collapse would have catastrophic consequences for the broader economy. To prevent systemic risk, governments often provide financial assistance to these institutions. This assistance can take various forms, including loans, guarantees, or direct capital injections. The rationale is to stabilize the financial system and protect depositors and other stakeholders. However, such interventions frequently generate public outrage due to the perception of unfair bailouts. Protests are escalating against bank bailouts. A key point of contention is the socialization of losses. This refers to the public bearing the financial burden of bank failures. Conversely, profits are privatized, benefiting individuals and shareholders. The animation depicts excessive risk-taking behaviors within financial institutions. It visually represents the concept of institutional greed. The graph highlights the potential consequences of unchecked financial ambition. It serves as a symbolic representation of unethical practices. The animation aims to expose the dangers of prioritizing profit over responsibility. It underscores the need for greater accountability in the financial sector. The cityscape reflects the visible impacts of an ongoing economic crisis. These impacts manifest as persistent economic challenges within the urban environment. The visual elements of the city serve as indicators of economic strain. These challenges may include business closures and reduced economic activity. The overall atmosphere of the cityscape conveys a sense of economic hardship. The lingering effects of the crisis are evident in the urban landscape. Government officials convene to investigate the underlying causes of the crisis. The investigation aims to identify factors that contributed to the crisis's emergence and progression. Officials are tasked with determining the scope and impact of the crisis on various sectors. A key objective is to assess the effectiveness of existing regulations in preventing the crisis. The investigation will explore potential regulatory reforms to mitigate future risks. The ultimate goal is to implement measures that enhance stability and prevent similar crises. The derivatives market is characterized by its substantial size and complexity. It involves a wide array of financial instruments, whose values are derived from underlying assets. These assets can include stocks, bonds, commodities, currencies, and interest rates. The market's interconnectedness reflects the complex relationships between these derivative products and their underlying assets. Credit rating agencies are under examination due to their assessment practices. The scrutiny arises from allegations of assigning inflated ratings. These inflated ratings were allegedly given to assets carrying significant risk. Such practices can mislead investors about the true risk level. This situation has led to increased oversight and calls for reform in the industry. Foreclosed homes are a stark reminder of the housing crisis's impact. They represent a significant financial and emotional burden on families. Foreclosure often results in displacement and loss of personal wealth. The rise in foreclosures can destabilize communities and local economies. These homes symbolize the broader economic challenges faced by individuals and society. Economists analyze the enduring impacts of economic crises. These impacts can span multiple sectors and extend over considerable time periods. Discussions focus on identifying effective policy interventions. Policy solutions aim to mitigate negative consequences and foster recovery. The goal is to develop strategies for long-term economic stability and growth. Families often face financial challenges, especially during and after a crisis. These challenges can stem from job loss or reduced income. Increased expenses, such as healthcare, can also strain finances. Families may struggle to meet basic needs like housing and food. Debt management becomes difficult with reduced financial capacity. Open communication is crucial to address and navigate these financial difficulties as a family. Businesses are facing challenges in recovering from the economic downturn. The economic downturn is caused by a preceding crisis. Recovery efforts are being hampered by the severity of the crisis. The business district is struggling to regain its pre-crisis economic activity. The long-term effects of the crisis are impacting business sustainability. Construction sites are currently experiencing a period of inactivity. This inactivity is a direct consequence of a slowdown in the housing market. Reduced demand for new homes has led to a decrease in construction projects. The idle construction sites visually represent the economic downturn in the housing sector. The crisis has prompted reflection on financial habits and preparedness. Individuals are reassessing their approaches to saving and spending. The importance of emergency funds and diversified investments is now clearer. Financial responsibility is recognized as crucial for future stability and security. The financial crisis refers to a significant disruption in a financial system. These crises can stem from various factors, including asset bubbles and deregulation. Asset bubbles inflate when the price of assets rise far beyond their intrinsic value. Deregulation, or insufficient regulation, can lead to excessive risk-taking by financial institutions. Consequences of financial crises include economic recession and increased unemployment. Government intervention, such as bailouts, is often implemented to stabilize the financial system. The financial district is undergoing a slow recovery process. The recovery indicates a gradual return to economic stability. However, the scars of the previous crisis are still visible. These scars may manifest as vacant properties or reduced business activity. Lingering effects serve as a reminder of the economic challenges faced. Full recovery may take considerable time and effort.